Hello everybody, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Today I wanted to bring you the news about my new version of the Pokemon and Friends mod. Version 1.2 is now officially out, and it comes with a lot of new cool features. But here, let me show them to you so that you can get your own impression. In version 1.2, there were a lot of cool new features added. Like for example, the streamer can now award Pokemons to the viewers by basically gifting them the Pokemon. It's also now possible to trade Pokemons because you can now send your own Pokemons to someone else and they need to accept it. I also made the name change much easier. So for example, if we want to change the data from Chris to someone else, we just enter change name, Chris 1508, and the new name will be test. Then it asks us if we really want to transfer all the data, and if we confirm it with confirm change, the data is already transferred to the new name. Other than that, we have a lot of background improvements, like for example, if you want to pet a Pokemon and you don't have that, it suggests a new Pokemon, and all the ini files have been changed to CSV files, which are way faster, and a lot of background improvements. There will also be new Pokemon in this new version, like for example the first 3 custom Pokemons, like the Chris, the Firefighter Shiggy, and the Luchador Pikachu, and we have added Mega Pokemons. So try to catch them all, I guess. Before we start, I also wanted to mention that there is also the possibility to use the setup service. This means for a small tip, I will connect to your PC via TeamViewer or some other remote program and do the whole setup for you. And you can just lean back and tell me what you want and I'll configure everything for you. If you're interested in this, feel free to contact me on Discord and we'll figure something out. First of all, we will need 2 things. The first thing is SAMMI. SAMMI is the new version of Lyra Bot. It went through rebranding because of internal issues. To download this, you just click this link, and I will also put all the links in the description. Then you scroll down, and here you see SAMMI 2022.4.1 x64 zip. Just click this, and it will already download. The next thing is of course the PaF Mod installer, and you can grab that in my coffee. Also go on this link, then you should see this page. It will show here with the new version number 1.2, but at this point of time it isn't released yet, so this will be a little bit different later. Then you enter any amount of money which you want to pay. Of course, you can just enter 0, but if you want to support me, feel free to do that. I would appreciate it. But of course, all of this is completely free. Then you will need to enter any email address. Because I don't want to use my real email address here, I'll use this one. And then hit checkout. Then hit view content. And you will want to download the PaF Mod version 1.2.0 SAMMI zip. Hit download, and then you already have downloaded everything you will need. After the download is finished, we need to extract both zip files. While they are being extracted, we can go to OBS and delete the existing PaF scenes. After that, we go to Twitch and delete all existing channel point rewards. Now that the extraction should be finished, we go to the new SAMMI folder, into the x64 folder, and copy the data win file, the DLL extension DLL file, and the SAMMI core.exe. And then we go to our lb2 folder and paste them in there and replace the existing files. Now you can go ahead and delete the layer on Mod V1.2 exe, because the new thing we'll use is the SAMMI core exe. I'll create a shortcut for that and drop it on the desktop. Now let's start up SAMMI. We'll need to allow the permissions, select yes, and it will already show that there's a new version available. So we hit yes. As you can see, we now will need to download the SAMMI bridge, and you can ignore all the error messages. Those will be fixed soon. Next, we need to download the SAMMI deck, and then we can verify this file. If you are stuck in an update loop, like if you go to check for updates again, and it says not verified, then you'll need to delete the Patchnotes txt file. But in our case, everything is good, except SAMMI complaining about a transmitter trying to connect. The transmitter is the thing we use in OBS as a dock. If you remember that we added it here as a custom browser dock, then of course we will also need to change it here. So let's name the SAMMI, and SAMMI uses a bridge instead of the transmitter. So we go to bridge, select copy full path, and paste that new path in here. And hit apply. Now we have SAMMI in here. Next, we need to refresh your Twitch account, because that one is still linked for lb2. To do this, we go to the Twitch connections and say revoke token. Then we hit open URL again and grab a new token. And as you can see, the account is now relinked successfully. In case your extensions are not automatically installed, then you need to go to bridge and select install all extensions from a folder. And then you can navigate to your folder, like the currently named layer on board folder, go to transmitter, extensions, and install extensions. Select any extension, and then we can reinstall all extensions. Okay. Now with this, we're successfully updated to the newest SAMMI version. Next, we go to the PaF Mod installer version 1.2 and start it. As you can see, we have a new OBS plugin screen here, which is used to verify that you have installed all the necessary plugins. So navigate to your OBS folder, which is normally under C program files, OBS Studio, bin, 64-bit, and OBS 64exe. Then you can see the move transition is installed correctly, OBS WebSocket is installed correctly, and StreamFX is installed correctly. If you haven't installed them correctly, it will showcase a big red X, and you can download and install the plugins here. Then we can click the game settings button or the tab on the top to navigate to the game settings. The same applies for Pokemon settings and channel point settings. I'm not gonna talk about all of the boxes and the settings, but you can always hover them to see more information. I'm only gonna cover the most important ones. And the first thing is the SAMMI location. This means where your SAMMI core exe is. So basically you navigate, in my case, to the desktop, and since our folder was named lb2, we select this one. It only will let you select the correct folder, and if that works, you can move on. The next thing is the broadcaster name, and that is basically your streamer name. So in my case, it's Chris1508. And if you have added a WebSocket password, you will also need to include that here. Like this. It's gonna be encrypted, but in my case, I don't use one. If you have created a webhook earlier, you now will need to copy the webhook URL. and paste it in here. If you don't want to use the Discord integration, you can always turn this off. The other settings I would recommend to leave as they are, but if you want to change them, feel free to be my guest. Next, we go to the Pokemon settings, and in here you can select which generations you want to use, and how high the shiny percentage should be, and if you want to use gifts. And in the last tab, you see all the channel point rewards that exist. Here you can rename however you want. Be aware that you can't change the name later after the installation, or you will have to reinstall this. So make sure you like the names. The prices, colors, and pictures can all be adjusted later, but this for the names can only be done here once. As soon as you have filled out all your settings, you just hit install and wait until the installation is completed. Since the new version is using CSV files instead of INI files, which are way faster, you will need to migrate your data. To do this, we hit the migrate button, and only do this the first time you move to this version, because if you do this later, it will take the save file from the INIs and override your CSV data. So next, when we have clicked that button, we will navigate to our SAMMI folder, which is the LB2 folder in our case, and it says found data for 1,235 trainers. Are you sure you want to continue? Press yes. And then it says the conversion into a CSV file was completed successfully. Now the only thing left to do is install the new extension. To do this, we go to Bridge in SAMMI and select Install an extension. Next, we navigate to the SAMMI folder, and in there is a Pokemon and Friends folder. In there, you should see the PaF game.sef. If you have any LB2 files in there, feel free to delete them. We won't need those anymore. Now double click this extension and it will show that the mod is already installed. Now hit reinstall it, yes. The deck already exists, replace it, yes. Now it asks you if you want to recreate the channel point rewards, select yes. Recreate the PaF Pokédex scene, yes. As you can see, the rewards are all here again, and the Pokédex scene is currently being created. And as soon as this is created, it will ask once more if we want to recreate the Pokemon scene, and there we will also say yes. Here we go. Now it's creating the Pokemon scene, but this will take a little bit, so I'll skip ahead. As soon as you see this message, the installation is completed. If you want to join my Discord, you can always hit yes, and then click on my Discord icon to join the Discord. To test that everything was installed correctly, we can now redeem a mystery Pokemon. And as you can see, it works fine. It spawns here, and we could throw a Pokeball to try to catch it. But how can you use this in the other scenes? Let me show you how to edit. So let's go to the normal scene. This needs to be done for all the scenes where you want to use it, and it's really easy. You just go to your sources, hit add a new scene, and select the PaF Pokemon scene. Now if we spawn a new Pokemon, you should see it in the scene as well. And the cool thing is, you can move this complete scene around to place the Pokemon wherever you want it to be. With this, the installation is officially completed. But if you want, you can make this even a little bit more beautiful. Because as you can see, our balls don't have any icons right now, but I have included example pictures for all the icons in our mod installer. Here, let me go to the mod installer, channel point pictures, and here you can see them. you can add them on your Twitch dashboard to make this look more beautiful. The last thing I can tell you is that if you also want the official Pokemon font, I have also included that in the mod installer under other useful things. So just double click it, hit install. Okay, it's already installed for me. So it shows if I want to reinstall it. And as soon as it's installed, you just need to restart OBS and you're good to go. Last but not least, I wanted to give a shout out to some of the people involved in this project. First of all, there is Annie, my lovely fiance, who helped a lot with graphics and also was always there to support me. Then, of course, we have Shadow Enigma TV. Shadow made all the attack animations for PvP, the loading screen, and helped a lot in general in this project. Then we have Pandemonium, Dr. Nico, and Alexandru, who helped with all the translations into French, Spanish, and Italian. Then we have SH Nickname. He created the teams for all the PvP gym battles. Then we have Doc Simpson. He does some awesome German tutorial guides, and if you don't have seen his YouTube channel, you should definitely check it out. And last but not least, I wanted to say thanks to all of you. Thank you, everybody, for all the support you gave me, and thank you for sticking with me until the end in this video. But with this, we have reached the end of the video. If you have any questions, always feel free to join my Discord and ask me anything on there. I have channels for the Pokemon game, I have SAMMI help channels in general, and if anything goes wrong or if you have any questions, feel free to join, ask me anything you want. Other than that, I wish you all a wonderful day, night, or whatever time it is for you. Stay healthy, take care, and see ya next time. Bye bye!